Suicide is the third leading cause of death among young people, resulting in 4,400 deaths per year, according to the CDC.
For every suicide among young people, there are at least 100 suicide attempts.
Over 14% of high school students have considered suicide, almost 17% have attempted. A study in Britain found that at least half of suicides among young people are related to bullying.
14-year-old girls may be at even higher risk for suicide, according to the study by Yale.
According to statistics reported by ABC News, nearly 30% of students are either bullies or victims of bullying, and 160,000 kids stay home from school every day because of fear of being bullied.
Bully-related suicide can be connected to any type of bullying, including physical bullying, emotional bullying, cyberbullying, sexting, or circulating suggestive or nude photos or messages about a person.
Some adults feel that kids who say they are going to hurt themselves are just doing it for attention. It's important to realize that if teens are ignored when seeking attention, it may increase the chances of them harming themselves, or worse.
On average, there are 400,000 visits to the emergency room for self-inflicted injury. On average, there are 30,622 number of deaths for suicide. On average, there are 16,869 firearm suicides. There are 6,198 suffocation suicides, and there are 5,191 poisoning suicides.
1.3% of all deaths are from suicide. On average, one suicide occurs every 17 minutes. On average, an elderly person dies by suicide every 1 hour and 37 minutes. On average, a young person, ages 15 to 24, dies by suicide every 2 hours and 12 minutes. Suicide is the 11th leading cause of death for all Americans. Suicide is the third leading cause of death for young people ages 15 to 24 years old. Suicide is the fifth leading cause of death for young people ages 5 from 14 years old. Suicide is the leading cause of death among college students.
Suicide is the 8th leading cause of death for males. Suicide is the 19th leading cause of death for females. More males die from suicide than females. 4 male deaths by suicide for each female death by suicide. More people die from suicide than from homicide. Suicide ranks as the 11th leading cause of death. Homicide ranks 13th. 73% of all suicide deaths are white males. 80% of all firearm suicide deaths are white males. Among the highest rates, when categorized by gender and race, are suicide deaths for white men over 85, 54 per 100,000. There are approximately 750,000 suicide attempts each year. An estimated 5 million living Americans have attempted suicide. More females attempt suicide than men.
Teens who are thinking about suicide might talk about suicide or death in general. Give hints that they might not be around anymore. Talk about feeling hopeless or feeling guilty. Pull away from friends or family. Write songs, poems, or letters about death, separation, and loss. Start giving away treasured possessions to siblings or friends. Lose the desire to take part in favorite things or activities. Have trouble concentrating or thinking clearly. Experience changes in eating or sleeping habits. Engage in risk-taking behaviors. Lose interest in school or sports.
Romeo and Juliet, you kill yourself over somebody you love.
The National Suicide Hotline is 1-800-784-2433, and the cyber tip line is 800-843-5678.
Feeling suicidal, reach out to a trusted parent or adult.
Keep in mind that there are different hotlines for different problems, for eating disorders, for suicide, for cyberbullying, for bullying in general. So all you have to do is look on the internet and you'll be able to find the numbers.
The most important thing to remember is nobody's opinion about you is more important than your own opinion.
Remember to keep in mind that you are beautiful and there's nobody else out there that is exactly like you, so keep your head up.
Turn up the love and turn down the hate.